If you're not picking like an absolute demon and your hand sync isn't perfect, this is what you need. Believe it or not, this really simple exercise is going to help you with not only your alternate picking, but also your hand synchronization, your position shifts, and escape strokes as well. And then I'm going to show you lots of things you can do with it to add value and add value and add value as you go. Not only that, but as a bonus at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a technique that I first heard about being used by Pat Metheny to help him with his practice. And you can use that in everything you do when you're practicing. I'm going to show you the notes first. This is the easy bit, and you're not going to get much out of doing this on its own, but when I show you the rest of the stuff, then you'll get it and you'll see the difference in the value. So the notes are a chromatic scale, starting on a C on the 6th string, like this. And when you get to the top, all you're going to do is you're going to slide up 1 fret and go back down. Dead easy, there's a diagram, get the notes in your head and we'll move on to the really important bit. So I'm assuming you've got those notes. What we're going to do is we're going to strip it right back to the basics. Now this might seem pedestrian and really easy, but to get it right is really, really important because we're going to break things down slowly and accurately. And accurate is what we're really after. To help you make it more accurate, we're going to use a metronome. And a metronome also helps you measure your progress as well as you slowly step up the tempo. I've got my metronome set to 108, and what we're going to do is we're going to play 1 beat per bar, or measure if you're one of those American types. Here we go. 1. Okay, do it like that, all the way up, all the way back down. I'm not going to bore you with it. Then go on to 2 notes per bar. So you're playing, if you're European, a minimum. If you're American, you're playing a half note, I think. Something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Etc., etc. The key to making it work with these tempos is to be really, really accurate and really concentrate on your placement of those notes and making sure your technique is as efficient as possible. Your fingers are moving as little as they need to, so that applies for both hands. Your left hand should be really efficient, not moving a lot. I don't want to see flailing fingers, none of this business. Your right hand needs to be really accurate as well. I'm going to come on to that a little bit more in a second. Once you can do 2 notes per bar, try 1 note per beat. But before we go any further, I want to talk about the right hand, or your picking hand, because we're going to add a lot of value by making sure we get that right and get that movement right. So I'm going to switch to a different camera angle and watch this. Look at the movements my right hand is making. I'm not trying to go up and down parallel to the strings. What I'm doing is I'm going in and out. And that lets your pick escape from between the strings. So you've got 4 notes per string, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're out and up in the air. If you do it the other way around, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're trapped behind this string and you can't get to this string. So always make sure you're going out to in. When you've got the in to out picking working, then move it up to 2 notes per beat, but try and accent the note that's on the beat and make that strong. And back down again, etc. The next step is to almost trip yourself up with that and play 3 notes per beat. It's a little bit tricky because you've got groups of 4 and you're playing your accents every 3, but make sure that that first of each group of 3 has a little accent and is strong and is right on the money on that beat. By the way, in the links below, you not only get a copy of the tabs that go with this lesson, but you can also get a copy of my book, which has got all sorts of really, really useful guitar things in it. You will notice you've got to accent a downstroke and then an upstroke on the next beat, but that's all part of the fun and it's adding a lot of value and a lot of skill. Let's move on. And obviously before I show you the absolute master stroke, we're going to do 4 notes per beat. Get it in your head first, make sure you're accenting the downbeat or the click or the 1 on every beat. Okay, now I'm going to give you this bonus idea and it's really powerful. Oh, by the way, don't forget to like and subscribe. So the advantage of this is it gives you space, helps you with your groove and your placement and leaves you to do some of the placement. And it's a really simple trick. All you do is you take your metronome speed, now mine's at 108 at the minute, and it goes like this. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's very prescriptive about when every single note is, and it doesn't really give you any leeway. Groove is about pulling and pushing that ever so slightly, and developing your own groove and placement is knowing that on your own and being able to place those notes. So what we do, we change the tempo of the metronome but not the tempo of the pulse. So we're going to change the metronome tempo from 108 to 54. That's half speed, but it's going to go on beats 2 and 4. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is infinitely groovier. And practice it with this. I find it really difficult to not get ahead of myself. You might find something different, but that's what I find difficult. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Have fun with it, do this every day, and you will make massive progress with it, I promise you. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!